Hi, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new video. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this look right here. So it's like a pink, fresh-faced, summer, glowy makeup tutorial. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. While you're here, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe, and if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. So I've already done my eyebrows and I've just primed my eyelids off camera. I literally just used some concealer to prime my eyelids. I find that if you're going to go in with bright shadows, then it's definitely best to use a primer just to make sure that it sticks properly. And yeah, we're going to do eyes first today because we're going to be using some bright colours. So if we're going to get fallout, it's a lot easier to clean up when you don't have your face makeup already on. So we're just going to jump straight into the eyes. The first thing that I'm going to do is take a big fluffy brush and I'm going to take my Morphe palette. This is the 350 palette, and I'm just gonna take this shade right here, which is clearly my favourite. It's just like a really soft brown, and I'm just gonna buff that very gently just into the crease, just so we've got something to blend the pink up into. Just really gently. And then just the same on the other eye. You don't want to use a lot of product at this point, you just want to get a little bit on the brush, tap it off, and you just kind of want like a base colour for something to blend into. Just like that. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the pink straight away, so I'm going to use the HNB Dare to Be Different palette. This palette's so good for like bright colours. It's basically just all bright colours, and I'm going to go in with the shade Babe, this like super bright pink. We're gonna go for it. I'm gonna take that on a smaller fluffy brush, and honestly these shadows you need the smallest amount because they are super pigmented, so just a tiny little bit. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing, but I'm going to focus it more in the crease, just a little bit lower down rather than all the way up where I put the brown. You see how pigmented that is already? It's super pink, and I'm just going to keep doing the same motion, focusing it in the same place, just back and forward windshield wiper motions to build up the colour. You want to start with just a little bit of colour and then keep adding to it, because you can always add, but once it's on you can't take it off. Just like that. You want to focus most of the colour in the outer corner, and then whatever's left on the brush just kind of drag to the middle. That brown just softens the pink a little bit because it kind of blends in. I'm just going to do the exact same thing on the other side. The camera's flashing, it says 0 minutes and I don't know what that means. I think it's going to say the memory's full. Love that for me. Camera just run out of battery, but we are back. So yeah, once all the pink is on there, I'm just going to take the same brush that I brushed the brown eyeshadow on with, not taking any more product, and just blend the edges very, very gently, just to kind of blend the two colours together and make sure there's no harshy lines. And then just the same on the other side. I'm really sorry if the lighting for this video is not the best. I mean, when I started I did have natural light and I feel like I'm slowly losing it, so I'm going to have to try and be quick. Next I'm going to take the same palette and I'm going to take a flat shader brush, and I'm going to take the shade Welcome, which is like this pastel pink, and I'm just going to pack that all over the lid. Although this is a really bright look, I still wanted it to be like super easy and wearable, so like, I mean I know I say wearable while I pack like the most amount of pink eyeshadow ever onto my face, but for me, if I pair this with like a really like neutral outfit and like slick back hair like this, like I would totally wear this out. So although it's something a bit fun, I still wanted it to be like wearable, that you could actually wear this out and not just do it like to take pictures or anything like that. So that is why I've kept it super simple with literally just a few shades. I'm just going to pack the shade on the other side. Then once that is all on, I'm just going to go in with the brush that I used to apply the dark pink, and again just no extra product, just brush it in just to make sure all of the colours are blended. Like that. Okay, so once that's all on, I am going to go in with just a little bit of a darker shade just in the outer V, so you can either use like a black or a dark brown, whatever you want to use. I'm just going to use a dark brown just so it's not too harsh. So again, I'm just going to use the same palette and I'm going to take the shade Chocolate. Oh. which is this chocolate brown, and I'm just going to take it on a smaller brush, and I'm literally just going to drag it almost like a little wing just along the edge like that, just to kind of darken the outer corner and add a little bit more definition, like barely any shadow, just a tiny little bit, just adds a little bit of something something. Okay, so that is the little wings done, and that is pretty much, for now, all I feel like I'm going to do with the eyes. We might do the face and we might come back, but for now, I think we're good. I don't really have too much fallout, but I'm just going to take a cotton pad and some micellar water and just clean up underneath, and that'll help to sharpen the wing a little bit as well, just to make sure there's no kind of shadow under here. Otherwise, when you put your concealer on, you're going to have like, I don't know, colour. So I'm just using that cotton pad just underneath, and then I'm just going to sharpen the wing with it. For primer, I'm going to go in with the MAC Strobe Cream in the shade Pink Light, and this is just like a highlighting moisturiser if you like, and this is just going to help to give like a nice fresh glow underneath the foundation. So I'm just going to rub that in with my fingers. Can't stop eating M&Ms. Honestly, these peanut butter ones, get to know. I'm not sure you can actually get them. Well, in fact, I know you can't, definitely not, can't get them in the UK unless you buy them from Amazon. That's where I got mine. Basically, I love peanut butter M&Ms. Like, I love peanut butter M&Ms, but obviously you can't get them in the UK. So everyone knows I love peanut butter M&Ms, and I asked for some for my birthday. I said like, oh, will someone get me peanut butter M&Ms? Not knowing, nobody communicated, and everybody bought me peanut butter M&Ms. I literally have, this is just one supply. This bag is like as big as my head. I have 2 of these and then another huge, let me show you. All packets inside, like there really is no need. This is so excessive. Now I know to not basically tell anyone in my family that I like something unless I want a lifetime supply of it. So you're going to see me eating peanut butter M&Ms for the next, well, probably not that long. I'll eat them super quick. Okay, back to the makeup. Now that the primer's dry, I'm going to go in with foundation. I'm going to use this Kiko Universal Fit Hydrating Foundation. I haven't used this in so long, and it used to be my absolute favourite. It's so nice, it's such good coverage. So I'm gonna give this a go. Hopefully this is still my shade, but we'll see. Oh, because I just put way too much. Okay, so yeah, I think this should be okay. So I'm just going to use a big Morphe brush to buff this in. This foundation is so nice. I literally forgot how much I used to love it. I used to use it every day. It is super dewy though, so if you do have oily skin, you might want to make sure that you definitely set this, because yeah, I'm a little shiny right now. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the Garnier, is this Garnier? No, it's Maybelline, it's Maybelline. The Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. This again is an oldie but a goodie. And just there and there. Then I'm just going to use a damp beauty blender just to blend all of that out. I'm going to go in with my MAC Soft Focus Under Eye Brightening Powder and just set that in place. I'm also going to use a little bit of this just in the centre of my face. Just going to set my face really quickly using MAC Dark Golden, just so we can go in with the powders. For bronzer, I'm going to use the NARS Laguna, and this, like, I'm absolutely obsessed with this. It's like a huge pan and it comes with a little brush so you can do a proper contour, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and bronze up my face. after we are bronzed, I'm going to go in with a pink blush, and this is MAC's Pincho Peach, but it's basically like bright baby pink. And I'm just going to use this on my cheekbones, blending up and back like so. And I'm going to stick with the pink theme. I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit, and I'm going to use the shade Kitty Cat. It's this like really nice pink colour, and I'm going to use that to highlight my cheekbones. Ooh, maybe a bit too much. And I'm also going to take a little bit on the end of the nose, and the top lip, and above the brows. This is like super pigmented. And I'm going to take a tiny little bit on the inner corner as well, just to highlight there. Okay, now we are looking like a glazed donut. For the lower lash line, I'm basically just going to replicate what we did on the top. So I'm going to take the really fuchsia pink and put this really tightly to my waterline. And I'm going to take the bigger brush and I'm going to dip into the brown that I used from the Morphe palette and just use that to blend out. I barely took any shadow on this, just use it to blend out the under eye. Next I'm going to do my mascara. You can use pretty much any mascara. I'm just going to go in with this Too Faced one, and I'm going to hit the top lash and the lower lash. So once the mascara is on at this point, I guess you could go in with lashes if you wanted to. I'm not going to, just because I feel like I want this to be more like fresh and summery and like more of like a daytime vibe than like a full-on night out like super glam eye. So that is why I'm not going to. So the last thing we have to do is literally just the lip, and I am going to go with a pink lip. Obviously if that's too much you can do a fully nude lip, but I'm going to go in with like a nudie pink. I'm going to line my lips with this lip liner from Diego Dalla Palma. I mean, I really don't know, but this lip liner in the shade 80. So it's just like a mauvey nudie pink colour, and I'm just going to slightly overline with this. I've just lined my lips with this shade and I've just filled in the outer four corners, and then I'm going to go in with a liquid lip. I'm going to use the Maybelline liquid lip that I spoke about in my current makeup favourites. I'm still absolutely obsessed with this, and this is in the shade 5. It's Loyalist, and I'm just going to apply this all over my entire lip. So it's like a really pale pink. But since we applied the lip liner, which is slightly darker, it does give it a little bit of like an ombre effect, and it's a little bit more pinky than nude. I am going to go in with a gloss just with this look because I feel like I want it to be like I say, like fresh and summery. So I'm going to use the NARS lip gloss in the shade Turkish Delight, which is just like a super glossy baby pink. And that's the finished look. I feel like this lighting is not the best. Let me take you next door and see if you can see it a little bit better. Okay, I feel like this lighting is so much better. I should have filmed here in the first place, but we moved. Super pink, super summery. Wish I was going somewhere now. I'm actually not even going anywhere. So yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you all enjoyed this video and enjoyed the finished product, and hope it inspires you to kind of replicate some kind of pink summery makeup tutorial yourself. If you liked it, make sure to give it a like and comment down below to let me know, and if you want to see more makeup tutorials, then let me know what you want to see. I'd be happy to do that. While you're here, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!